What's up, guys? I'm going to be showing you guys how to tint a side window, a frameless side window. This is a Subaru Forester. It's pretty straightforward. So first step, you're going to want to fill up your solution. I just use Johnson baby shampoo and some water. There's not really a trick to this, you know, it's just however much you want. It's really hot today, so I'm going to put a little bit more solution than I normally do. But basically, 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much good. You really don't need much more than that. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to have more. It just makes the tint, you know, slippery for a little bit longer. So anyways, that's good. And then next step, well, not next step, but the things you're gonna need, I use a Blue Max squeegee, a gold easy reach, a scraper, make sure you know, stainless steel blades, a black hard card, and then your razor blade. I use a red dot stainless steel razor blade, and then obviously, you know, solution, and then like a rag. So yeah, let's get started. You also need a heat gun, forgot to say that. But anyways, what you want to do, there's a little bit of glue on this window, not much. I just took off some old tint, but basically just wet the window, and then get your stainless steel blade. And there's different ways to do this. I personally just go all the way to the top. I wipe off the blade, and then I go all the way down, wipe off the blade, and then basically you can just keep going down, down, down. You're going to want to change out this blade after every window or every 2 windows, whatever you think. Make sure you're using a stainless steel blade, that way you don't scratch the window, because scratching your customer's window is not a good idea. Okay. Like I said, there's a little bit of glue on this window, but not much, so I'm just going to make sure all the glue is off. You also want to make sure you're doing this in a semi-clean environment so you don't have trash and shit all over the place. Okay? So, it's so hot today too, it's like 90 degrees. Where's my spray bottle? Alright, so once you do that, basically just wet it again. This is how I do this. But anyway, grab your Blue Max or any other squeegee all the way across, make sure you wipe it off. All the way across, make sure you wipe it off. Alright, once you do that, what I like to do is wet the outside of the window and just wipe it down, and also around the car, the mirror too, basically wherever the film is going to touch, because you don't want any contaminants. So basically just, you want a clean working environment, so go ahead and wipe around the window. I'm going to go ahead and squeegee this one more time. I like to be, you know, extra clean because I don't like any contaminants in my window tint job. You know, a couple extra minutes and you'll be fine. Okay, so the window is 34 inches long, and I have 40-inch rolls of film, so I cut them at 20 each. Then you can do basically 2 windows in 1 cut. So basically, it's already measured at 20 inches, so what I'm going to do is just stick it in right here, and just pull it down. And then you're going to want to measure it. Okay, so 34 is right there. So basically you're going to just go ahead and cut it off. Make sure your window is prepped before cutting this off, because you know, you want a wet window so you can stick it on. So let me stick you guys back over there. Okay, once you get your film, make sure the release liner is facing you. Go ahead and place it on your window. You can use the factory straight edge on the bottom for your bottom cut if you want. But me personally, for frameless windows, I like to use the Sharpie method, and you can use the Sharpie method for any type of window. I think it's easier. So newer, you know, people just starting out would probably be better off using that method. Anyways, just get your shit over there, and then what you want to do is grab your hard card and basically just tack it down, just like this. That way, whenever you go to cut your film, it's good to go. Okay, so it's tacked down. And the Sharpie method is, let me grab my Sharpie right here, is basically you just Sharpie your cuts and then you do the cuts off of the card. So let's see. So right here where the gasket is where you're gonna put the marker. I'm gonna aim you guys down a little bit more. Okay. So basically, just go all the way across with your marker, like so. And then also you can marker the side over here. So the side gasket, don't put too much pressure on the side gasket because you might increase the film. So just do a light stroke all the way down, like so. Put your marker away, and you can cut the top of your film now. I'm going to cut the bottom and the side later. But what you want to do is just basically stick it in right at the side, and you want an angle. Just go all the way like that. Okay. And you can always fix these cuts too. Sometimes it messes up like that, but no big deal. And you also want to cut this side too, but let me go ahead and fix this. Okay, that's fixed. And then same thing on this side. Always pull away, that way you don't rip into the film. Okay. Alright, that's good. So now, once you've got those two cuts, you're going to want to go ahead and, I'm going to see if I can get this to where you guys can see it. You guys can probably see right here where my marker line is. So basically, what you're going to want to do is cut a little bit past the line. That way you have some room to tuck it. But you don't have to go much. Like so. Always round off your edges. And then the same thing with the bottom. Okay, so you just go ahead and shrink it. Basically just run your heat gun around it. Don't leave your heat gun in the same spot for too long because it can crease or burn the film. But you'll see the little fingers pop up, and then you just push them down as soon as they start changing form. Okay, so what I do is I'll spray it first, squeegee it one last time, make sure you're wiping it off, just to make sure that no dust or anything got into it while I was cleaning doing the outside. Okay, so whenever that's done, you can go ahead and spray it one more time. And then on the outside, I'm not really going to show you guys this because it's kind of self-explanatory. But you just pick the release liner off of it, You can use 2 pieces of tape to pull this off. It doesn't really matter how you do it. Just try not to touch the film too much. Make sure you're wetting it. Okay, once you've done that, it's so hot today, so I'm putting a lot more solution than I normally would because it just dries up so fast. But anyways, spray everything. And you're gonna want to go and pick this up. Try your hardest not to touch much of it. And go ahead and lay it. Now, the first thing that I do with these windows is work on the sides. You want to be able to get the sides in, because if the sides go in and the bottom, then pretty much everything else will go in. So I just got that in. I'm going to move it down so there's just a little gap at the top. You don't want a big gap, but there has to be a little gap. That way it doesn't get caught on the window whenever it rolls up. Okay, so once you have it placed, now you can just start squeegeeing it. Start light and then work your way up. Okay, I normally like to just go through the gaskets real quick and just make sure that the film laid flat. Alright guys, this is the finished product. As you guys can see, there's no whatever contaminants or anything. It's all good to go. So boom! Alright guys, so yeah, that's how you tint a frameless side window on a Subaru Forester. Pretty much the same concept and steps on any other frameless window. Framed windows I think are a little bit easier to do, but nonetheless. So anyways guys, throw down in the comments below, let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them. I plan on doing a few more window tinting videos in the future. You know, removing tint, back windows, heat shrinking, all that good stuff. So anyways, let me know if you want those videos. Give this video the big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace. See, it's the Borg Warner S366. It's a 66mm turbo. Some of you guys hate me for getting this, but it's what I like.